CJ. It's your boy Jakeem. Really appreciate what you're doing for USC culture, man. Keep going.
Going on. Shout out USC Day, man. Appreciate the support. Shout out to USC Day. You know what it is. Nothing but love, man.
Trojan Felly, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. Listen, I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, happy Friday to everybody. Listen, now was the time, and the time is now. Listen, USC has a real opportunity on the plate, and I think we're going to seize the moment. I think we're going to seize the opportunity. And it was something I was thinking about in reference to this game, especially with Lincoln Riley. I believe that Lincoln Riley, it's something about how he responded to the Michigan coach, Sharon Moore, in reference to their fans packing out the Collie. It rubbed Lincoln Riley the wrong way, and I liked it. I liked what I saw from Lincoln Riley. I liked the attitude, if you will. The way he responded, I believe if he has that same attitude, and I think it wasn't just Lincoln Riley. I think it was the team as a whole. But of course, as the head goes, everything else goes. And him being essentially the commander-in-chief of this team, I believe that he had that team locked in, focused, and they knew what they wanted to do. Now, I'm praying that that same energy and same attitude, if you will, carries over to to Notre Dame. Because right now, I think this opportunity is so big, and we can pretty much almost say seal the deal. And there's no guarantee for nothing, but seal the deal, and it make an easier slate for us. And when you're talking about the college football playoffs, you can kind of taste it, you can feel it, and it's right there. And it's like, let's just try to get past this. It's a big test, no doubt about it. We're facing some phenomenal running backs. We're facing a phenomenal coach. We're facing a phenomenal brand, a blue blood brand. You guys already know Notre Dame is part of that blue blood brand, and we're playing two blue bloods in a week. We played in a couple of weeks. We played Michigan last week, who's a blue blood, and now we're playing Notre Dame, who's a blue blood. So I'm excited about it, and I think as we go into this game, as we look at this game, you guys know we've previewed all throughout this week. You guys know we did a live with Jaywalk on Sunday. Of course, Wednesday with B. Shaw and Jaywalk, who both played in this Notre Dame game. They gave us their expertise, and then we came back with Marvin Powell III, who has this expertise. He played in this game as well. And so now, look, man, we getting ready to let it unfold tomorrow. But what I was thinking about in reference to this game is that Makai Lemon, I don't care how you slice it or dice it, he's going to be the X factor, in my opinion. That's one part of it. The defensive side, it's going to be the defensive line is going to be our X factor. But today, I kind of want to deal with Makai Lemon and why I feel like he's going to be the X factor. Everybody's posting up this right now, and you guys see it here. This is the battle, if you will, of all of it. Makai Lemon, who has a PFF grade of 92, the highest graded receiver in the country right now. And you guys see it, the 44 receptions for 682. He's leading the country right now. And then you see Leonard Moore, who is Notre Dame defensive back, who has a grade of 87. And then you see it there, 89 yards allowed, and then the 47.8 passer rating allowed. And so I think when you look at him, and you look at what could possibly take place, and I think B. Shaw, he kind of alluded to that when he was here. He said he's probably going to shadow Makai Lemon, and I'm saying he's going to be the X factor if he shadows him, and Makai Lemon is going to be the X factor if he doesn't shadow him, if he stays on the outside, because his primary focus is the outside. But because he's the best defender, because he's so highly rated by PFF, I believe that they're going to try to probably have him pattern and shadow Makai Lemon in the slot. And if that happens, I'm telling you guys right now, if that happens, look out. That's going to lead the opportunity for a guy like Jacoby Lane to feast. And not to mention, Tanuk Hines could possibly have a breakout game this game as well. Because at the end of the day, you're talking about guys with elite speed, especially guys like Tanuk Hines, who's running a 10-2 in the 100 meters or 10-3, somewhere around that. But one that I call a super freshman along with Floyd Boucard. And so I think when you look at this matchup, I think it's kind of like if you're Notre Dame, pick your poison. Pick whichever one you want to choose to do. If you want to follow, if you want to trail Makai Lemon, if you want to shadow Makai Lemon, that's going to leave space for all of these other guys. And don't sleep on some of the things that Jacoby Lane did even last year. Because if you look at this matchup last year with Jacoby Lane, Makai Lemon, yes, Makai Lemon went off. He didn't have a touchdown, but you see here, last year he had the 9 receptions for 133. And then he had the 14.8 average. And then you see his long there is the 35 yards. Makai absolutely balled out. Makai been doing this for a long time. And look, the truth of the matter is, Makai Lemon should have been starting since he got on camp since he first got on campus, and that's the truth of the matter. But if you look down here, the other one that I got highlighted there, that's Jacoby Lane. You see him there, 3 receptions in that game last year, 26 yards, and then an 8.7 average. And of course, he had the 3 TDs. And Jacoby Lane, you know, the mismatch, the 50-50 balls, if you want to. That's not what we necessarily want to do, but the 50-50 jump balls, you guys know, Jacoby Lane does the whole one-handed thing. He can do it all. And I think if they put their best corner on Makai Lemon, that's going to leave opportunity for a guy like Jacoby Lane. Not to mention the tight ends, Walker Lyons, and of course, Lake McCree. Our tight ends could have an opportunity, and the fact that Lincoln Riley is utilizing these tight ends all year long, they're doing some phenomenal things, and I think this could be a huge asset, a huge weapon for the number 3. Let me pull it up to you guys for you guys real quick. The number 3 offense in the country. Yes, you guys heard it right, and you guys see it right. Fox Sports actually put this up yesterday, and this is the number 3 offense in the country. Top 10 scoring teams in the Power 4. They got Tennessee 1, Texas Tech 2, and you see USC there at 45.5. It's hard to stop a team when they scoring that many points. I don't care how you slice it or dice it. It's very hard to stop that. And I think USC has a real opportunity. Last time we had a scoring team like this that went to Notre Dame, yes, we had Caleb Williams, and yes, they pretty much got stuffed. But at the end of the day, I don't think this team is as strong on the defensive side of the ball as those teams back then. But I'm not saying that they're not good at all or anything like that. Please don't take my words and twist them, because this is a Notre Dame team that's balling. They're ranked in the top 25 for a reason with 2 losses. I think this is a team that's going to be hard-nosed. They're going to try to come after Jaden Maiava, and I think Lincoln Riley's going to be in his bag. I think Lincoln is going to have a game plan, whether it's the screenplays or whatever. And there was something else I brought up that was on the live show. The fact that during the Michigan game, we did not see Hassan Longstreet at all. You guys remember the one time we saw Hassan Longstreet when he had the quarterback keeper and he was gone. He looked like a running back. Some people said they want to see him at running back, but I'm saying no. But the fact that he was able to get out like that, I think we're going to see some design stuff, man. I think Lincoln, if this is the game if it's any game rather, that Lincoln is to get in his bag and get in his best bag, I think this is the game right here. Even more so to Oregon. And I'm not saying that we don't need it for Oregon, but this right here is going to set the tone. It's going to set the stage for USC to really move to Oregon with the confidence and faith and all of these other things. And I'm not saying if we do lose that we won't still have it, but this could just catapult us to another level. And I think USC has a real opportunity. And you guys see the other teams there that are behind us. But USC right now ranks number 3 right now in the country in total offense, man. So, look, you guys can drop the comments, man. You guys can tell me what you think. You guys can tell me, who do you guys think the first person that is going to score the touchdown, man? I think Makai Lemon is going to be the first person. I think it's the total offense is just going to be too much for them to deal with. That's just my opinion. I think that the fact that their starting center is out, I think that USC has an opportunity there. and I think Jay Walk alluded to it, talking about Jakeem Stewart, and all of us seen how Jakeem Stewart makes that leap, in the back of the end zone, right when the ball is snapped. He has an anticipation about him that's just unbelievable. And when the ball is hiked, Jakeem Stewart has a way to get in there. But I think all of those guys, Devin Tompkins, who happened to lead the team last week in tackles, I think he's going to have a phenomenal game. I think Cam Crawford, he's going to have a phenomenal game. I think Braylon Shelby, he's going to have a phenomenal game. We're going to even see guys like Carlon Jones, maybe even Kobe Pepe. We're going to see some guys get ready to move and groove, and I think this team is going to be motivated. There's a real chip on the shoulder, man, because all year long, this team has really been disrespected. And I was actually listening to a Notre Dame podcast, how they said, I don't even know how USC, this is not verbatim, I don't want to twist the words, but he said, I don't even know how USC is not even ranked. And this was the time that they weren't ranked. They were making reference to the time that we weren't ranked. And the thing is, we've all been saying that all year long, but now it's the time to really prove that and show, put boots on the ground and show what we're made of. And so I think that the running backs we got, I think they're going to be fine, even though our starters are out. And I think USC is going to move and groove. And you guys that didn't hear the video yesterday, I did bring a video that I posted where Notre Dame, Gabriel Rubio, their defensive tackle, started defensive tackle, who's 6'5", 322. He's actually going to be out of the game. And so that's going to be advantage USC. And like I said yesterday on the podcast, I don't wish for anybody to be hurt, but it's a part of the game. We've had Chasen Johnson. We have Wayman Jordan. We've had Eli Sanders. We've had, who else am I missing? You guys can give me in the comments. We've had multiple guys. Brian Jackson just coming off an injury, but we've had multiple guys that have been injured, and we haven't seen the best of the best. Even Prince Stratton and Zacharias Williams, those two guys. Hopefully we can get some of those guys back pretty soon, but we've had guys hurt, so we've all had to deal with it, even Elijah Page. And I'm not sure, 100% sure if he's coming back, but like I told you guys yesterday, there was a change in the depth chart, and Elijah Page is on there right now as a starter. So you guys can hit me in the comments. You guys can tell me what you think, man. Happy Friday to everybody, man. I'm excited, man. I mean, if you guys can't tell, I'm extremely excited, and I just can't wait till this game gets started and we can get up in it and move and groove in it. So look, man, I'm out of here. Until later on, listen, happy Friday to everybody. Fight on, fight on, fight on.